information, music, lifestyle, and truth and comedy shows around. This is Let's Talk. I don't dine with snakes. I don't bite my tongue. I am who I am. I am Tony Williams, and I am your host, and welcome to the show. Welcome to all the new listeners, and welcome to all my on ones, day ones. Big shout out goes out to the private group on Facebook, my regular supporters. Much love and respect to you all, and to my moderators as well. And tonight we are going to be talking about she, he, is, or was phony. Now, I think that's a very important topic because with everything that we have going on and happening out there in the world, we're losing enough lives, and so I think it's time for us to really sit down and dive into this topic of having phony friends and family members and co-workers and all that good old shit like that. Yes, let's talk about it. You guys can hit me up. The number is 337-513-4478. If you're on Skype, you can hit me up. The name is Live Tony on One to chat. You can also email on1radiotalk@gmail.com, TonyOnOneSpreaker@gmail.com. Don't forget to like on Tumblr, Facebook, Vigo Video, Snapchat, WordPress, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Live Me, and of course follow me here on Spreaker.com. It is Wednesday. It's a little bit after 9 p.m. It is hump day, and we are halfway through the week. So, this midpoint of the week, let's dive into this phony. Now, so many people have their own idea of what phony is. They really do. I mean, you guys know, you can look around between looking at who you work with, who you see every day, who's in the family, and everything else. You can tell. You really can. If not, then we in denial, and I'll join that with you if that's the case. But I don't want anybody to be in denial. I don't want anybody to just be putting up with something that they really don't have to or deserve to put up with. See, here at On One Radio, I want you guys to be informed to the highest. I want you to be open and honest with yourselves to make your lives and lifestyles better and healthier. So, if that means kicking some folks to the curb because they own some bullshit, then that's what we need to do. Like, seriously, that's what we need to do. Let's stop playing games with people. Let's be honest with them. Everybody needs to know where they stand with somebody, especially somebody they're dealing with. Okay, so we're gonna dive on into this. Now we're gonna look up in the dictionary here. I'm gonna give you the Merriam-Webster's definition of phony. Not genuine or real, such as intended to deceive or mislead, intended to defraud or counterfeit, arousing suspicion, probably dishonest, having no basis in fact, fictitious, false, sham, hypocritical. Okay. Alright, so let's go over to the Urban Dictionary and see what they've got going on. Alright. They're having some issues, so we're gonna move on. It's pretty much just people that you know are not real. These are people who, and it's a good chance that you've known them all your life, or you've just met them recently, or however the case is. But these are people who will try to get close to you for whatever their motives are. Because believe it or not, people do have motives. Some people out there are really genuine. They really care about people and they really want to be an actual good friend, something like a sister or a brother, like seriously, not for play, but actually sisterhood and brotherhood in the struggle. But as we know, not only do we have the good, but we also have the bad, and sometimes it just outweighs the good. But let's make something positive out of the bad. So we're going to talk about this phoniness, phony characteristics, phony attitude, phony, just everything from head to toe phony that a person can actually be. It's almost like, you know how a lot of people ask somebody for prayer. Well, it's great to always ask for prayer, but sometimes you might be asking a phony person to pray for you and they're not really praying for you. They might be praying for your downfall. They're praying for your failure. Some of them even praying for you to die. It's so many phony people out there. But like I said before, they'll get close to you, pretend to be friends with you. I mean, and there's no time limit on it. Whatever their patience is, that's how many years they can sit there and wear that mask and pretend. But they get close, and sometimes some of them is to steal from you, whether it's your man or woman, whether it's your money, whether it is your essence or your vibes or your style, or to pretty much try and steal and copy and mimic everything about you and take and do for themselves. Because we have to understand, sometimes people don't have an identity or they don't know their identity. And a lot of times they'll get close to you just to pretty much steal your entire life. I mean, you have to be honest with yourself and look at the signs. Never sit there and just trust blindly, completely blindly. That is a no-no, because you will get screwed every time. And I always say we have to think logically. And in certain situations, it's kind of hard to think logically when your emotion is in the way. Or your fake radar is off. It's on a break or something. But they'll lie. They'll get you set up. You think you've been friends. You think they down for you. You give your trust, your time, your effort, access, and money. Then you get into it and you're no longer friends. Well, that, at least that is in your mind. But in actuality, you've been frenemies the entire time. Because a phony person is not there to truly be your friend. It is to gain something from you. It is. And like I said before, whether it's your essence, whether it's your knowledge, whether it's your money, whether it's your partner. Hell, there's some out there that even want your damn kids. They just want your whole entire life. And you really have to be careful, because getting intertwined in a situation like that can actually turn deadly. And just looking at the news, we see this every day. And I'm not just speaking on accidents. I'm not even taking that into account. Deliberate. For example, like the chick that didn't get invited to the party and, well, she tried to set the house on fire. I mean, that's a phony character if I've ever seen one. Or a teacher that tries to scope drugs from a high schooler, his high school student. That's phony. A best friend, you done been best friends for 10 years or more. You trust them, you trust in your house, you trust around your man, around your kids, and next thing you know, you out of town and they playing house and mommy and daddy with the kids. And fellas, you're not out the blue neither. Because when you're not around, you got some shiesty homeboys too. And nobody can truly just say, okay, no, not one of my friends is shiesty. No, Nope. You can never say truly what another person is going to do. Am I correct? Well, if that's the case, then you cannot truly say your homeboy is not going to try to skirt your girl. Or your best friend is not trying to slide up under your man. Now, I don't say this to have everybody all suspicious and down, but I want your eyes to be open. I want you to pay attention. I don't want you to get hurt. Because each and every one of you listening deserve happiness. And if you got your eyes closed, then you are allowing yourselves to be abused. I've been there. We've all been there because we're all human. But it is, in fact, the truth. At some point, we do have to open our eyes. If this is something you already know, you're not in this situation, then this is not for you. But thank you for listening anyway. Pass it on to somebody who needs to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about helping one another. It's about being real with each other and not being phony with each other. I'm a woman. If I see another woman's crown sliding, I am going to get her attention, catch it, and, excuse me, ma'am, here you go. Let's situate your crown back up there. And the same with the fellas. Oh, hold on, bro. Your crown about to fall off. Let's fix this. There you go. Straighten it out. That's the type of community that we actually and truly need. Do we have it? Select few. And the only reason is because there are so many phony people that it outweighs and outnumbers almost the good. So all the good has got to get together and try to make more good. I mean, because that's really all you can really say on that, and keep your eyes open. And it's not being paranoid, it's not being fearful, it's not carrying baggage, it's being aware. It's opening your eyes to see the intentions of other people. Pay attention to what they're doing and what they're saying, and even what they're not saying. If you know a person, then you know their habits, and you can look at them and tell. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but that old saying, you can't judge a book by its cover, I be damned. I don't know what books they've been looking at, because even the cartoon books will fool you these days. But seriously, we really have to be cautious. We have to be careful, because we have to watch who we're around, who we let in our space, because everybody is not for you. And you got to be able to recognize that. No matter how long you've known that person. And yeah, it does hurt. We're human. It's going to hurt when you have to let a friend go, or you lose a friend, or whatever the case is. But you have to do what's best for you as an individual. And if that'll keep peace and keep you mentally healthy and emotionally stable and not trying to hurt somebody and end up in the pen, then okay, good. Be done with it and let that person go, because if you think about it, in your lifetime, how many people have you met? At the age that you are right now, that's where you stop and go back. Now, you still got the future to go. So just imagine how many more people you are going to meet. And sometimes in life, people really are in your life for a season or two, and then they're gone. Hopefully you rubbed off in a good way on them, and vice versa. But we all do know that sometimes you pick up bad habits from different people. And sometimes we do keep around a phony person because we actually feel sorry for them. We want to help them. We want to see them do better. But they're not really trying to help themselves see and do better. And when it's like that, that's a problem. That's a problem that's out of your control. It's out of my control. So you really have to be aware and you really have to be cautious because you really don't just want anybody around you that can get you tied up in some nonsense. I mean, it's almost like they hanging people already just for driving a car or sitting in a Starbucks and just knowing somebody. It happens. So you really do have to be careful and really pay attention to people. And if you have children, you definitely do not want your kids running around picking up those bad habits or acting like them or becoming phony. That's not something we want to pass on. That's not a healthy trait. So we got to know, because they're liable to lie on you. Because we know fake people, I mean, they act like they're your friend. But the truth is, they're backstabbers. They can talk behind your back and say the rudest things about you, yet when you see them, they act like they're your best friend. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Because it's not something they're really going to say in your face. It's not something they want to say. I've never ran into a female who just wanted to tell me, yeah, I acted like I was your friend, but I just wanted to fuck your man. Never. I've never had that happen like that. I've heard of it happening to other people, but I've never experienced it, thank God, because I'm not so sure I'd be able to walk away from it like that. I would have to try to act ladylike and hold that shit in, but I mean, as we all know, we all human, and there's a line that you just don't cross. But yet the line get crossed a lot. We see it on all the talk shows. I mean, hell, just look at Maury. Maury doing all them DNA tests. I mean, that says it right there alone. It's a lot of phony people out there. And a person will actually disappear on their own if it seems like things are getting too hot or they might be found out. They'll actually burn off on their own. Some of them will. Because they really don't want to be around to have to answer for anything that they've done. It's the equivalent of a little kid out there in the yard throwing rocks at cars as they pass by, but hiding his hands when somebody asks, what is he and she doing out there? Nothing. And I'm telling you, you gotta watch it. You have especially guys. Guys, don't be so quick to take your lady friends around your homeboys. Like, that's one that you might not want to do. That's not good. Because you introducing the quote-unquote eye candy. It really shouldn't be a hangout situation with your girl involved. The same with the females. Your dude has no business hanging out with you and your homegirls. Why? Temptation. Winking. Looking, smelling, drinking. That's the way those oops, it was an accident. Oh, I slipped on a banana peel and fell on your man's dick. No, bitch, no. No, we're not having them. So, preventive measures is all I'm saying. Preventive measures. Be smart about it. Be smart about it. Because a lot of phony girls and guys, they'll get you out there knowing you faithful to who you with, will get you out there and set you up, like I said. Have you drunk as night. Have you so drunk you think it's day and it's night. and you end up going to the mall with somebody you wasn't intending on even meeting. Liquid courage is a mother. Impair your judgment, your driving, and your pants. Since everyone likes to run with that, oh, it was the liquor. The liquid courage, yeah. So if we know this, then we're not going to be doing that either. We're not doing all that partying. You're not going to have your homegirls around your man and they shorts and skirts with no panties. And you're not going to have fellas, you're not going to have your ladies around your homeboys with her shorts on or her short skirt and no panties. It's just a given because human nature is to do what it wants to do. And if something stand up and a dress come up, there you go. And phony people really don't give a damn about your feelings. They don't. And they won't. Because what matters to them is what they get out of it. Whether it's to get everything you have or destroy everything you have, they're going to be satisfied with whatever they do, whatever type of damage they do. Because a lot of times, if a person can't get what you have or they feel like you have more than what they have, they'll either try to take it or ruin it. Honestly speaking. I've seen it happen too many times. And I'm tired of seeing it happen to people. And this is not just limited to a guy and a girl in a relationship. You have to watch family members too. Some of them are the main one. You really do have to be aware. And you have to actually think about it. Okay, when this person call me, is it all the time because they want something? Or is it because they're really checking on me? Think about it. The only time you see somebody is on your payday. Or because you're the one with the car. Or because you have all the connections of getting in the hottest nightclubs or whatever. Or because you're the most popular chick, quote unquote, or guy. Because you in a horse riding club, or a motorcycle club, or a social club, or author, whatever. You do music, whatever the case may be, whatever the scenario is, it's all the same. So it's really important to know exactly who really is for you and who is not, and who is being phony. And once you start really seeing and paying attention, you'll get it. You'll understand it. If you already understand it, kudos to you. Share it with somebody who don't. And this is only to encourage and inspire positive change. It is not to make anyone feel bad or anyone feel down or have anybody paranoid. It's just raw, uncut truth. Everybody's not your friend. Yeah, on Facebook or social media or whatever, you can have millions of friends if you want to, because it's just people looking for likes and friends online. But outside of that, that's the question. Is this person really trying to support you in your endeavors? Does this person only have kind words to give? Are they trying to encourage you, or are they always trying to put you down or point out your flaws? It's a lot to think about. And as fast as time is going, we got to kind of pick up the step here and just really pay attention. Now, some people have this thing about smiling people. That's somebody who smiles all the time. I don't I don't know. I don't really see a major problem in that because some people are just a smiley face type of person. And then there are some who look kind of creepy and make you wonder what the hell they thinking. So, I mean, I can kind of understand, but at the same time, that one's a catch-22. And that one was sent to me as well. One that was sent to me was give backhanded compliments. Oh, that's a true one. Yeah, that's a true one. That's like, oh my God, I love your apartment. It's so little and cute. That is definitely a backhanded compliment. That's not cool at all. The food is delicious. Did you get it catered? Yeah, that's backhanded than a motherfucker. It is, I mean, but it happens. Think about what people say to you. Well, and then some of those who be extremely passive aggressive. That, oh, what's wrong with the fake person? Oh, nothing. They're fine. Don't worry about them. They don't have a single care in the world. They're just not going to make you tear and pry their psyche to try to find out what's wrong with them. Oh wow, that one is going a little deep right there on somebody. But yeah, we all know the talking behind somebody's back and the making you feel like crap. Nobody should really make anybody feel like crap. I know I can be a little brutal sometimes, but if it's to help somebody remember, then okay, I'll be that mama type figure, fuss or whatever. But I just want people to know that everyone has a choice, and you can choose to deal with the phony person and allow a phony person to be around you and take up your time, your space, your energy, and just pretty much suck the damn life out you. Or you can pull up your big girl or big boy drawers and kick that ass to the curb and go on with life like it was never there to begin with. I know it's kind of rough, it's kind of hard, but it's the truth. And eventually you'll be over that person. And it really won't take that long. Because when you're in the right for it, then there's no guilty conscience or anything like that. You're just doing what's right for you and for those around you. And I think that's what everybody should do, because fellas, you don't need some chick that the only time she call you is when she wants something, especially that homegirl shit. The only time she call you is when she wants something. Nope. You're friends on. You'll never be boyfriend. She just using you for your money. And probably a ride or whatever else to get away from her dude or whatever the case may be. But, I mean, it's a lot of phoniness going around. I'm telling y'all. You'd be surprised. I mean, you've got nuns getting arrested for shipping and smuggling drugs. So, I mean, yeah, there's that. So, I mean, I'm not just here just pulling these things out of my ass. I'm saying what I know, what I've seen, what I'm hearing, what I've gone through. And it's only to motivate and encourage everyone else. Not to beat on nobody, but just for you guys to be awake and aware so you can take some preventive measures and avoid some bullshit. Court cost. Jail cost. I don't want nobody losing their job and be on the news, or hell, be on cheaters for that matter. I don't want to see anybody mess up their life over a phony person. I really don't, because there's really no need. Nobody deserves to be messed over like that. So guys, keep your heads focused on what's good for you. When you realize you have a phony around you, go on and get that person out your space and be done with it so you can elevate yourself and do what it is you gotta do peacefully and enjoy life without any drama. That's pretty much what it's about. So look for the keys. Lying, only contact you when they want something, always trying to get you to do something wrong, always trying to put you down, backhanded comments, and we can just go on forever on that. But you guys let these youngsters know, and if you're going through this, you don't have to. If it's a best friend, a sister, a cousin, an uncle, a brother, adopted, a stepkid, it don't matter. Let it go and be stress free so you can live a happy, healthy, and productive life. Yeah. Everybody deserves that. And hey, look at it like this. Getting away from a phony person without laying hands on them or doing any type of bodily harm to them, keeping yourself out of trouble, that is only pretty much, I would say, showing them kindness and respect. Yes, I know I'm twisted like that, but it's the truth. That way you stay out of trouble, guys. It's enough people behind bars. It's enough being killed by police. It's enough people getting set up and shot and all that. So I don't really want anybody to be getting harmed, incarcerated, or anything like that. So take care of yourselves, okay? Let these phony people go. And if you got some phony traits, it's not too late for you to change. It's not impossible. But what is impossible is to sit there and allow yourself to be abused and hurt, misused, and mistreated for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You guys are worth so much more. So, you guys, it is 9:42. You have been listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you the realest entertainment, information, music, lifestyle, and truth and comedy shows around. I have been your host, Tony Williams. Thank you for tuning in. You guys, before I forget, check out my YouTube channel, and it's Tony on One. Like, subscribe for raw, uncut truth. That is me, Tony Williams, and OOR, On One Radio. You guys can find me if you're a new listener and you're not hearing me on Spreaker. The podcast show is found at www.spreaker.com/user/TonyOn-1. And like I said before, follow on Tumblr, Facebook, Vigo Videos, Snapchat, WordPress, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LiveMe. Don't forget to go on over while you're on Facebook. Check out the private closed group On One's Day Ones. Yes, it goes down for all your up-to-date information on One Radio, Sister Such and Such, Tony Williams, meditation, and for any new information you want about us. So, you guys have a wonderful Wednesday night. As always, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and don't put up no bullshit, y'all, and don't take no wood nickels. Have a wonderful night. Later, y'all.